Welcome to the debauchery.
In 2014, a man and his daughters were cleaning out their garage when they came upon a gruesome discovery. But this discovery was just the beginning of a nightmare that didn't seem to have an end in sight. I'm Dave Jari.
I'm Garrett Quarter.
And this is Criminal as Fuck. What's good, all you criminals, debauch, and true crime douchebags out there, and welcome to another episode of Criminal AF. Once again, I am Dave Jari, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Garrett Quarter.
How we doing?
Now, we have a pretty big announcement to make there, Garrett. And as you all know, we've been out of commission for a bit because of the flood to studio chloroform. But between our regular work week and finding time to get in here and do some pretty extensive repairs and upgrades.
Extensive? I wouldn't say extensive.
I don't know. It was pretty extensive. It took us a little bit. We're finally up and running, baby.
Studio Chloroform's back.
Yes, sir. Now, in addition to being back in Studio Chloroform, we're taking our team and our production to the next level. So let's give a huge Criminal AF shout out to our new producer, Casey Moore. Now, for those of you who have been listening since back in the early Serialholic days, now Casey and I, we did a couple collabs together and made the infamous Serialholic commercial recorded at Beach Pond, the site where Michael Ross murdered two of his victims. Now, Casey will be handling all of our video content going forward, social media clips, promos, short films, as well as running the live recordings and streams. So he'll also be jumping in from time to time, adding his 2 cents. So once again, let's hear it for Casey. You got anything to say, Casey?
Thanks for having me. I can't wait to mess up the show.
Awesome. Can't wait for you to mess it up. Now, before we jump into all the fun today, we just need to go over some things that are related to Criminal AF. Now, we are a comedic, informative, true crime-ish podcast, heavy on the ish, meaning that we'll talk about some true crime, like our main story in Florida Man. We'll also be talking about some things not related to true crime, like mail call and whatever other rabbit holes our ADHD brains lead us down.
And there'll be plenty of rabbit holes.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Now, but whatever we talk about, we'll be having some fun doing it. Sometimes we find certain aspects of these stories that are particularly funny, and sometimes, we like to call out a dumbass for being a dumbass, or a Keystone Cop that fucks up a case, whatever. It's, funny. If this is your first time joining us, you're about to experience two guys who have zero filter and fucking swear a lot. So with that being said, we do discuss some pretty horrific and tragic stories that involve murder.
Yay!
Rape.
Oh.
Torture. And we will not shy away from most of the gruesome details, regardless of how disgusting they may be. Now, we understand that Criminal AF is not for everyone, and that's okay. We just ask that you at least give it a listen. And if it's not for you, thanks for checking it out.
See ya.
But if it is, welcome to the debauchery. Now, head on over to criminalasfuck.com for all of your Criminal AF needs. If you're at work and can't write the word fuck in your browser, then go to criminalafpodcast.com or criminalaf.llc. They'll take you to the same place, but it's just cooler to say fuck. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, I mean, the coolest web URL out there, for sure.
It's the greatest. Yeah, absolutely. Now, anyway, you can check out all of our episodes, videos, reviews, send us messages for mail call and Dear Douchebags, as well as join our Patreon for as little as $2 a month for general support. Now, while you're there visiting Criminal AF, go check out our merch.
Go get you some merch.
Yes, sir. We're adding new styles and designs all the time, so dig deep into your voyeuristic selves and go peep some of our stuff.
Your voyeuristic selves. We do like voyeurism.
Let the boy watch. You can also go and visit our friends over at welcometodebauchery.com, where you can find ourselves, Fright Flick, FMK, and True Crime University. Finally, if there's one thing that we ask of you is that you go to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Good Pods, and leave us a 5-star rating, a positive review, and click the share button. It'll cost you absolutely nothing to do, and it'll help us immensely in spreading the word that Criminal AF is the
#1 true crime podcast in the world.
Mail call.
Oh, yeah.
Mail call.
Now it's time for Mail Call, where you send in your questions and we answer them honestly and truthfully. No secrets allowed. Okay, that's the rule. Could be anything you want to ask. True crime questions, of course, but there's also, you can ask us anything you want to know about us. Our deepest, darkest secrets, our hopes and dreams. Do you like to be the big spoon or a little spoon? Sometimes I like to be the little spoon.
I do. That's my favorite.
The little spoon.
The little spoon is superior in every other way.
Yeah. All right. So nothing's off limits. Now, we would love to get to all of our questions, but, for time purposes, we can only do about 2 or 3. So if you don't hear yours on this particular episode, it will be coming up on a future episode. So just stand by. First up, we have our good friend of the show, Follow Flint. Now, he just graduated from law school.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
we need a lawyer on retainer, so every time we butcher laws, we can just...
Well, don't count your eggs,
Oh, he's 100%. We're keeping him on speed dial.
All right. Well,
Flint, you heard that.
This all depends.
We need you.
All right. So he just graduated from law school along with our other friends of the show, Lauren and Jamie. So congratulations to all of you for such an amazing achievement. I can't even pass a math class, so never mind. So that's pretty good. Now, this question is directed to you, Garrett.
Okay.
Okay. And Follow Flint wants to know, Garrett, will you still allow me to listen to the show even if I become a scumbag defense attorney? Gary.
So,
you're trashing these defense attorneys.
No, I am. I think, how many episodes have we gone through where I just talk so much shit on defense attorneys?
Oh, yeah. It's pretty much every single one. Yeah.
But, hey, pays the bills.
It does pay the bills.
It's better than a prosecutor, for sure.
So
no, of course. Actually, like I said, I want to keep you on retainer. So when we have any questions, we can just call up and be like, hey.
All right, good. Well, you're still allowed to listen there, Follow Flint. So.
Yeah, even though you're a scumbag.
Even though you're a fucking scumbag now.
Defend those criminals. No, you get to pick and choose your cases, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as long as he doesn't defend like some real pieces of shit, then we'll be fine.
Okay. All right, thank you very much, Follow Flint. Next up, we have Jeanette, and she wants to know, do you prefer cake or pie? And whatever you pick, what is your favorite flavor?
I think we actually just recently talked about this. I'm cake for sure.
You're cake?
Yeah. Pies are good, but wait, no, that was us, Casey. I think we were discussing that because we were talking about tiramisu. It was the conversation about tiramisu for sure.
I mean, tiramisu is delicious.
Yeah, but it's not cake. That was the argument. Somebody was like, "It's cake. It's not cake. It's not cake."
And pies are by far better than cake.
Yeah, we know you're a pie guy.
Yeah. Well, I will say this: like with cake, take birthday cakes out of the equation.
No, but that's the best cake.
No, it's not.
Shitty birthday cake with crappy, like just a vanilla square cake with shitty frosting.
With strawberry frosting.
Oh my God, it's the fucking
has to be the
best.
worst fucking cake ever.
Dude, it's the best.
No. The only birthday cake that I'll fuck with is chocolate.
Yeah.
Chocolate
cake with chocolate
frosting.
Yeah, but that's shitty too.
It is. But carrot cake.
Ugh.
No. Carrot cake is the fucking bomb.
No.
Yep, I'll eat carrot cake.
Dude, put me at the cake table at like a 4-year-old's birthday party. I'm fucking, I'm there. Let me go to your kid's birthday.
But if somebody came up to me and said, hey, what do you prefer, cake or pie? I'm going to say pie.
Pie's good, but you
can't beat an apple pie, especially a warm apple pie when it's
slice of cheddar on it.
Yeah, a little slice of cheddar. Okay, all right, I got you, Ed Gein. All right.
I feel like that's such an old person thing to do.
I know, but it's good.
It is.
I actually learned that from the Ed Gein episode, and it's worth it. You
tried it?
Yeah.
Did you?
Delish.
Yeah.
It's got to be melted on it though. You can't just throw a slice.
Did you try the warm apple pie that I gave you?
No.
With the hole in the middle of it?
No, I didn't, Dave. No.
No,
the funny part is they think it's a joke.
It's not a joke. I will definitely choose pie, 100%. But if I'm given a cake, I would want to be carrot cake. I love fucking carrot cake. All right, so thank you very much, Jeanette. I like that question. Next is the Saintest Saint. They want to know, here's a good one. Out of all the last meals, what is your favorite or most appealing last meal?
Out of
former whatever. So.
Known last meals of criminals?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. We got the list here.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Start reading through some of them.
All right. Well,
so we can discuss.
Which one do you choose? Okay. We got we can go with John Wayne Gacy, right? So he owned a KFC, so of course he had to have the bucket of KFC chicken. He had 12 fried prawns. Those are like what, shrimp? Prawns?
Yeah, they're like larger shrimp.
Larger shrimps. Okay. Yeah. Pound of strawberries and French fries and a Diet Coke.
The pound of strawberries throws me off every time I hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so out of the, I don't know, it just seems creepy to me. It seems very Gacy. A pound of fresh strawberries? Like, I don't know. There's just something weird about that. Because you got KFC chicken,
right?
Shrimp, French fries, a Diet Coke, and then a pound of fresh strawberries. That's very...
Yeah, now that you mention it, a pound of French...
It's just out of the norm.
Yeah.
It's weird.
My thought was the Diet Coke. Like, dude, you're about to fucking die. Who
Yeah, but
cares if you have a fucking...
A lot of people
What are you
like
trying
the
to do?
taste of
You know?
Diet Coke.
Huh?
A lot of people like the taste of Diet Coke.
It tastes like fucking rubbing alcohol. Diet Coke.
I like it.
I
I
like
like a
it.
Diet Coke every now and
Diet
again.
Coke's good.
I don't know. You guys are crazy. You guys
think
no
a re-
wonder you guys should be on this fucking list.
Like regular Coke is just there's too much sugar. It's
Yeah.
too sweet.
Oh, okay.
I think that's why. Even
I-
though Diet Coke's just as bad for you.
I will
but
fuck with a Coke Zero though. Coke Zero's good. It's not. No, it's not the same as Diet Coke.
I know.
It's different.
It does have a different taste.
Yeah. All right. So I mean, yeah, that's good. That's
That's a good one.
iconic.
Yeah.
it's iconic. Timothy McVeigh. All right, the Oklahoma City bomber. There, he just wanted 2 pints of mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Underrated pick,
Yeah?
in my opinion. Yeah.
You like mint chocolate chip?
No, I'm just thinking of like as a last meal to like ice cream. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's an underrated pick. It's actually
There's
pretty
a couple
good.
of people that
The last thing you have on this earth is ice cream. That's not horrible.
I would go for an ice cream.
Plus, you don't want to have a full belly when you die.
Right.
I don't think so.
See now, if Gacy would have mentioned all of that and then replaced the strawberries with fucking ice cream,
Oh yeah.
that would have been classic. But he gets knocked down a notch for that. All right, Eileen, your girl Eileen.
Ugh.
She was like, you know what? I'm not hungry. I just want a cup of black coffee. That's all she wants.
Like a true alcoholic anonymous pick. Let me just get a black coffee.
Just give me
I'm
that
gonna sit in the back of the room and just listen. I don't want to tell my story. It's just I don't know. Black coffee seems like such a Eileen thing to do.
Yeah. All right, so now we got Richard Cooey. All right, so people that don't know who Richard is, he raped, stabbed, and tortured 2 college students in Akron, Ohio in 1986. Now his last meal is
This was the go-to for sure.
a T-bone steak. He's got onion rings, French fries, 4 fried eggs, buttered toast, hash browns, a bucket of Rocky Road ice cream, Bear Claw pastries. Ooh, okay, and a 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew.
That's got to be.
He's
the
going out on top.
He's
going
He
out
was
on
just
top.
like everything good.
Yep.
There's no way he finished all that either.
I would say no, but I bet you had a fucking hell of a
I'm gonna
time
get a little
fucking doing
morbid here. The gases that were coming out of that guy's body after
Oh, when he started like
after he
fucking rotting
died,
away.
yeah, when he started like must have been.
it.
Not, you probably could start smelling it after like when they were pulling him off the table.
Oh yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah. Imagine the fucking the Rocky Road ice cream.
Oh,
Just getting fried Rocky Road ice cream. So, yeah.
Akron, Ohio have an unlimited.
yeah, budget. That's what
Budget
that's
for-
what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Because there's got to be a limit, right?
Some states have limits. Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna kill somebody,
They
you
used
might as
to-
well. You got to give them what they want.
Yeah. You gotta go. Yeah.
Yeah, they deserve. They've earned the
No,
right.
the state's still killing you. Their state is still killing you. You got to give them a. Come on, we can afford.
Yeah. Congratulations on raping and murdering those fucking women, but yeah,
Hey,
we'll give you a fucking
the
Rocky Road.
one thing I will sub out though, 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew is just wild. That's a very Florida man thing. 2-liter bottle of
Mountain
Mountain Dew. Yeah, I'm not a Mountain Dew fan.
No.
I'm surprised that didn't kill him.
Actually, Mountain Dew is the official drink of West Virginia.
Yeah, there we go. That's exactly.
I'm
what I
not.
said.
I'm not even kidding. Like they're Mountain Dew sales. Look it up. Mountain Dew sales in West Virginia.
Oh man,
It's fucking through
if
the
that
roofs.
doesn't tell you something about.
If there's
Mountain
anybody
Dew.
here that's listening from West Virginia, confirm this or not. Mountain Dew is the official fucking state drink. I'm not even kidding.
Do they even have like the internet in West Virginia?
It's just trailer after trailer
And
after
then we got
trailer.
canceled.
There's some nicer parts of West Virginia,
Yeah,
but majority of West Virginia is hillbilly
yeah.
for sure. Ring a ding ding. It makes sense that Mountain Dew is the most drink beverage.
Because I got 2 teeth.
Ring a ding ding
Yeah.
ding ding ding.
All right, next up we got Lawrence Russell Brewer. Now, this guy, he killed a man named James Bird by beating him and chaining him by the ankles and dragging him with a ute. What's a ute? Anybody know what a ute is?
I don't know what it is.
Is it like a tractor or something?
It's got to be some sort of heavy machinery here.
Yeah. He dragged him for 3.5 miles until Bird's head was decapitated. That's wild. So,
I'm actually surprised it took 3.5 miles.
yeah. All right, so listen to this guy's fucking order here. He's got 2 fried chicken steaks, gravy, a triple cheeseburger with bacon, a cheese omelet, a bowl of okra, a pound of barbecued meat, a half loaf of white bread, 3 fajitas, a large meat lover's pizza,
There's no way.
3 root beers, a bucket of ice cream, and a slab of peanut butter fudge. Now, when the food arrived, Brewer was like, "Nah, I'm not hungry."
Oh, that's good. I like that.
And this
Fuck
led
you.
this led to the state of Texas to stop granting last meal requests.
Whoa.
They get the
What?
basic.
Oh, they're pussies.
They get
They,
the
like,
basic meal.
That's crazy that they got so mad that he didn't eat the food.
Yeah.
And they went out that they passed an
They
actual
changed
law.
they
That's
changed the rule.
crazy.
Yep.
That's petty to me.
I don't know. That's a lot of fucking shit, though.
Fuck it.
That's a lot of
a
shit.
slab of peanut
A
butter.
slab
Yeah,
of
just a
fudge,
slab.
peanut butter fudge. They got the whole, that's first square that comes out before they cut it up.
All right. Next up, we got the
Infamous.
infamous Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy.
I was gonna think of his moniker. What was it? Oh, the Lady Killer. That was his moniker. The Lady Killer, Ted Bundy. All right. He just wanted whatever the default last meal was for the state of Florida, which was steak, eggs, toast with butter and jam, hash browns, coffee, and juice.
Classic. Classic, though.
It's basically breakfast for dinner.
Mm-hmm. That might be my choice so far.
I don't know. Breakfast for dinner is pretty good. I like that. All right. Then we got Ricky Ray Rector. And this is our last one we're going to choose from. In 1981, Ricky Ray Rector, he shot 3 people at a restaurant in Arkansas, then murdered a police officer while pretending to surrender. Rector then shot himself in the head in a suicide attempt. He survived, but the injury left him with serious brain damage that rendered him mentally disabled. I thought you couldn't kill somebody who was mentally disabled. I thought that was like...
Well, I'm sure that the crime happened before the incident.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, so Ricky Ray, he ordered steak, fried chicken, a slice of pecan pie, and cherry Kool-Aid.
You ruined it with cherry Kool-Aid.
He ate everything before his execution, but he told the prison guard he was saving the pecan pie for later.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. You got to add some mystique in
Yeah,
your
a
death
little
story.
mystique.
You know what I mean?
How creepy. Imagine being the prison guard.
Yeah, you got. That's what I mean.
He's like, I'm just going to save this pie for later. You're like, what?
What? I'll be back.
Yeah. All right. So out of those, who you choosing?
I'm not for the food, but I think I'm going to go with Lawrence Brewer.
I'm going to go with Lawrence Brewer too.
I think
don't
it's
see how you don't, because
yeah, it's like a big old fuck you on your last
Yeah.
way out.
so do you guys not eat it?
Yeah, that's I'm picking him because I like how he ordered all that food and just said, "Nah, I'm not hungry."
All right.
I
but
don't know.
Are you not eating it though?
Oh, I'd eat it.
If you're there.
If I'm looking at his lineup,
Yeah.
that is just
Yeah, because the reason why I was like, oh, the variety there alone is
yeah.
yeah. Plus the 3 root beers, you get extra points if you go like a craft root beer.
Yeah.
You don't ask for the barks, you ask for like the root beer that you get at the fair.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like the glass bottle.
Like the home brewed
yes.
root beer.
Yes.
Okay. I got you.
I'm a big sucker for a good like organic organic, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm going with
A homemade root
I'm
beer.
going with this guy's last meal. The only thing that's kind of like intriguing me is the bucket of ice cream. Like what kind of ice cream? It doesn't say. He
Probably
told
just
bucket
went
of ice
vanilla.
cream. Yeah.
it's like a 5-gallon bucket of ice cream.
Yeah,
Black-
yes,
black
for the
raspberry?
tub.
Black raspberry.
You like black raspberry ice cream?
We had this discussion.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
you-
I called you an old
You
man.
called me a 90-year-old man.
yeah,
Yeah.
black raspberry ice cream is definitely.
Yeah.
You want
Yeah.
some pistachio with that, Dave?
I'm liking all of that stuff on here.
Yeah, I think I'm going. Yeah, Lawrence Brewer. I mean, it's
Before my surgery,
Ted Bundy close second. because-
before my surgery, I could eat all of this.
now
in
you would
probably
be so
one sitting.
fucked up.
In one sitting, I could
You'd
probably
be
eat
so
all of that.
fucked up.
Large meat lovers pizza. Oh, yeah, I'm going with Brewer. Brewer. All right, so Saint, thank you very much. Saint to Saint. That was a good question.
Yeah, that was a good one.
All right, next up, and finally, we have Kate Goanna. And she asks, when are you guys going on tour? And when are you coming down under?
I would love to go.
I
to
would
Australia.
fucking love that shit.
Would love it.
Love it. That's definitely a fucking bucket list item. Well, the goal is...
Kate's got to show us around too.
Kate, yeah. Oh, she would, 100%. Now, the goal is eventually to become the greatest true crime podcast in the world.
Listen, we already are. I've told you this 1,000 times, Dave. We have the highest numbers. Nobody look it up. We're the #1 true crime
No need to
podcast
look
in
it
the
up.
world. Don't
No
look
need
it
to-
up.
no need
Just
to look
take
it
my
up.
word for
Don't-
it.
yeah, don't
Listen,
waste your time.
we have a producer now.
We do.
Listen, we're doing big things here.
Yeah.
This guy gets $300K a year,
Yeah.
6 weeks of paid vacation.
Wow. What do we get? We don't get shit.
We don't get shit.
We-
We gotta
yeah.
put it all into our producer.
What's great about this is now I have an official record. This is basically a verbal contract.
Yes, of
on the-
what-
A verbal contract.
Now,
Oh, yeah,
if
yeah.
we do make it big, now we got to pay this guy fucking this much with 6 weeks.
I don't know. I don't see anything written.
Yeah.
I don't see.
Verbal contracts are enforceable. I honestly think that I'm probably just ruining the show more than helping. But,
Nah, it's all
but
good.
hey, if you want to pay me top dollar for it, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
it's all good. It's good. It's good. Yeah. So once our goal is to go on tour.
Yes.
I would love to do a fucking live tour. Love it. And eventually one day that will include Australia.
Oh yeah, that's the bucket list for sure.
Yeah, because we have a lot of friends out there in Australia. After the United States, Australia is our second highest followed country, I guess.
Which is still crazy to me.
Yeah.
Love you guys out there though.
Yep.
Thank you for listening.
And then Canada and UK. So, yeah, we definitely.
Let's also be honest.
What?
That would be more of a leisure thing too.
What?
Just to
Oh,
go to Australia. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
just-
Yep.
I don't want to just record. I want to go hang out with everybody.
Yeah.
I want to go sightseeing.
You ended up not filming an episode at all while
right.
you're out there.
Yeah.
No, we'd have to do one, but
Well,
a tour.
We'd have to do at least 4 dates because those are like the primary areas. We'd have to do Sydney area.
Yes,
Then
for
we-
sure.
All the people from Yass can come down.
Yes.
We'd have to do Adelaide.
Yep.
100%. Melbourne. We have to do Melbourne. And Perth out there in the west.
Could probably lock up the Sydney Opera House.
Yeah.
Oh, without a
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. We tell them we're the number
We'd
one
have to-
true crime podcast
Yeah.
in the world.
We'd have to turn people away.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How many seats does that hold?
I have no idea.
Not enough, probably.
Standing room only.
Yeah, probably
Yep.
more.
Yeah. You could get your boat and be out in the freaking bay there.
Ooh.
Yeah, and watch
I like it.
I like it. So yeah, eventually we'll be out there. Promises. Promises. We'll get there.
All right, Dave.
Yes.
Time to go to Florida.
What in the fuck is going on in Florida?
God, I love that intro. All right. You ready? Florida man takes a bite out of a deputy's head during a wild rampage at
What
EDM
the
festival.
fuck?
You ever been to EDM, like a music festival? Have you ever never went? Like a 3-day bender?
Not.
Oh, man.
No, not officially.
You're missing
no.
out on time.
Yeah.
A wild scene unfolded at the Soul Fest 2024 Music and Arts Festival down in Ponce de Leon, Florida,
De Leon.
when a man went all out by
He's my
taking a
favorite-
chomp
he's
out
my
of a
favorite
deputy's
explorer.
during a wild rampage on Sunday.
Ponce de Leon's my favorite explorer.
Really? Colonizer? According to the Holmes County Sheriff's Office Facebook post, chaos ensued when James Michael Anderson, a festival worker, went off the rails under the influence, get this, of a cocktail of substances including PCP, LSD, ketamine, mushrooms, and ecstasy.
What the fuck?
Dude was on another planet.
How is
Anderson's-
he even fucking alive?
I don't know. It must have been like. First off, ecstasy could have all those things in it. You never know. It's,
Oh, okay.
it's cut with a whole bunch of shit. So whatever he popped positive, it could have had. But still, PCP,
Yeah,
and like you, double stacking all those is crazy.
that's wild.
You're on another planet. Anderson faced charges of aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer.
He probably didn't even realize he was biting.
No, he probably was in.
Thought it was like a
Yeah.
fucking cantaloupe. or
Especially
something.
like if you ever watch like episodes of Cops and
Yeah.
like when they come across a duster,
Right.
like anybody on
Yeah,
PCP,
yeah,
dude, they'll get shot and just keep going.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's fucking crazy.
Where was I?
I don't know.
Aggravated assault battery on a law enforcement officer and
Yeah.
resisting arrest with violence after sinking his teeth into a Holmes County deputy's head during a frenzied attack amid
Jesus.
festival's beats. So this was during the concert too. During the assault, Anderson not only went for the deputy's head, but also made a grab at the officer's gun, escalating the situation to new heights of insanity.
Wow.
We're going to bring up the picture of the officer's head.
Yeah.
Look at I'll even show you right now. Look at the chunk. It's a perfect.
What the fuck, dude? Cancel out.
It's got to be nutty.
That's like a like that's not like a bite. That's actual
That's
chunk.
Yeah, it's a chunk. The sheriff officer shared a stomach-churning image of the deputy's injury, showcasing the aftermath of Anderson's unhinged attack. When attempts to subdue Anderson with a taser failed, because he was on PCP, it took multiple deputies to bring him under control. Both Anderson and the injured deputy required hospitalization for their wounds after the chaotic festival scene. Soulfest, an annual gathering held at Vortex Spring, descended into madness from May 2nd to May 5th, leaving attendees shaken by the outrageous events that have unfolded.
That is fucking wild. Holy shit.
First off, to be able to take a chunk out of someone's head like that,
Yeah.
like that's to the bone, that's to the skull, for
Yeah,
sure.
you really got to be digging deep for that one.
Well, I mean, PCP, I mean, also, like, there was a guy who ate, the guy in Miami, who was supposed to be spice.
That was on bath salts.
Bath salts, but
Yeah.
bath salts is synthetic PCP at the end of the day.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's just a wild drug. I've seen so many videos of
That's
people just
crazy,
take
dude.
gunshots, tasers fail. It doesn't matter. You're in like another world.
They're like
and then
fucking
you
zombies.
and then you mix every other drug under the sun. That's just it's impressive that he was still standing.
Imagine sitting there, the cops probably like getting into the fucking, you know? And all of a sudden he's got this fucking dude biting his head.
I will say from experience though, like those music festivals get a little wild.
A little cray-cray?
Yeah, a little crazy.
Really?
Yeah. There's always somebody who wigs out. There's always somebody like any listener who's been to a Deadhead, you know, who are Deadheads, Grateful Dead concerts, those kind of things. There's always somebody in the front just doing like hand circles, like out of their mind. It's wild. But to be fair, good time.
Hilarious.
Sounds like a good time, except unless you get a chunk taken out of your skull.
Yeah.
But leave it up to a Florida man.
Yeah. Even our producer, he does bath salts every once in a while.
No, that's a lie.
He has to fucking sign up for this shit. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Well, that was a fucked up fucking Florida man, but we're going to jump right into this fucked up story about a man out of Utah and his daughters making a horrific discovery while cleaning out their garage. Shout out real quick to Chris Owen for doing the research on the story.
Cheeky! We love you.
Yeah. So to go ahead and climb in bed, relax, throw your headphones on, punch your significant other in the face, and blame it on the night terrors because it's time to fuck this episode in the mouth.
Jesus, that was aggressive.
Oh, yeah. A little violence in bed. Hey, never hurt anybody. All right. So now, on April 12th, 2014, a man by the name of Darren West was cleaning out the garage of the home he once shared with his wife, Megan, and their 3 daughters located at 536 East 200 North in Pleasant Grove, Utah, which is about 35 miles away from Salt Lake City and has a population of about 38,000 people. Now, why do I say once shared, Garrett?
Why?
It's because 9 years earlier, in 2005, our friend Darren here was charged and convicted for running a meth lab out of the home.
Nice.
He pled to 2 counts of having chemical intended for manufacturing methamphetamine and was sentenced to 9 years in prison. So, on this day, April 12th, Darren was living in a halfway house and received a 48-hour pass to come home, clean it up a little bit, to make some space for him to move back in, Now, at this time, in addition to 2 of his 3 daughters, Darren's parents, the actual owners of the home, were living there caring for the girls, along with Darren's sister and brother-in-law, who lived in the in-law apartment in the basement. Now, Darren was fixing to move back in once he was cleared to integrate back into society. So Casey wants to know, well, where's Megan, his wife of 21 years? Well, Casey, good question. She lives in another town not too far away with her new boyfriend.
Of course.
Yeah, so while Darren and Megan are still technically married by law, they have been separated for some time, probably because of the 9-year meth lab sentence. Probably.
Yeah, I don't think meth heads stay together for 9 years outside of...
They usually find more meth head friends to hang out with. But Megan has another man to bring to the boom boom room, so everything's all good there. All right, so why do the 3 daughters live with the grandparents and not their mother, you ask?
I don't know, because they probably lived in a meth house.
Probably lived in a meth house. And also because their dad's in jail.
Yep.
And Megan, their mother, is also a meth head and an alcoholic. Yeah. She's actually cleaned herself a little bit. She's not so much a meth head anymore, but she does like the way the alcohol tastes.
Usually
once it hits the lips.
Usually we this podcast kind of shits on DCF for not doing the right job.
Yeah.
So kudos to them actually taking those children out of their home.
So good for the grandparents to step up. All right. Now, let's all join Darren back in the garage, shall we? Him and his daughters are cleaning the garage, sorting through some of the old boxes, keeping the ones with value, and throwing away, the junk. Now, I'm not 100% sure if it was Darren who came upon this one particular box or if it was his younger daughter, but whoever came across it, someone opened up the cardboard box. It was wrapped numerous times with electrical tape.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box? Yeah. And then the box was allegedly marked Christmas stuff. All right. Now, the box was opened, and they found a blanket folded inside in a plastic bag, which was also wrapped in electrical tape. When they opened the plastic bag, they all got a whiff of something putrid.
Pleasant Grove Police.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Can I have an officer come to this address?
And your name?
My name's Darren West. I just found something in my garage. I think it's a miscarriage.
Can you be more specific? What do you mean by a miscarriage you found?
I have no idea. Just please send an officer up here.
It sounds like you may need medical.
It's been wrapped up in a plastic bag that stinks.
Okay, what is it?
It's a little baby.
Oof.
Wow. Appreciate the editing on that, too.
Yeah, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. I took the audio from something. It's very suspenseful, though.
I know.
Yeah, it was great.
Perfect timing, too.
Yeah.
It's a baby.
Yeah. Shout out to Investigation Raw on A&E for that little clip. So Darren also made it clear over the phone that he was on parole and he had a 48-hour pass to be at the residence. Knowing full well that the questions and implications that were about to come as well.
Oh, yeah,
you know
for
what I
sure.
mean? You found a dead baby. You're just getting out of prison.
You know what's
fucking
funny?
method?
He's probably upset because it wasn't even because of finding the baby. It was because fuck, I'm on a 48-hour probation.
I don't need this shit right
I'm
now.
about to have police contact.
Right. So now Darren, he gets off the phone with the police. They're on their way, and then Darren calls Megan. And after pressing Megan for answers and getting a little bit upset, saying, "What have you done? What have you done? I found something in the garage." Megan admitted to him that she had a miscarriage just after he had gone to prison back in 2006.
What the fuck is going on?
All right. She was upset at the time and messed up on the meth. She didn't know what to do, so she placed the baby in a box and put it in the garage.
Holy
She
shit.
panicked. Had a miscarriage. I'm high on fucking meth right now. I don't want to call the cops. What do I do? I'm panicking. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to put the baby in the box. Okay. Now, police soon arrived on the scene, and they were talking to Darren, his mother, his sister, brother-in-law, along with 2 of his 3 daughters, trying to piece together what was happening. Now, Darren explained that he had spoken to his ex, and she had said that she had a miscarriage and placed the baby in the garage. At this point, police took things more seriously and explained that they would need to also speak to Megan right away, and then they secured the scene. One of the officers called Megan on her phone.
Are you able to help us understand what's going on here? It was a miscarriage.
It was like 9 years ago when he first left.
And how far into your pregnancy were you?
Like 7 months. It was born, still born.
What?
How soon can you come
Still
down
born.
here?
I know,
Our
but-
detectives need to ask you some follow-up questions so that we can, rule out any kind of foul play.
Okay, there was no foul play.
Okay, listen to me. I need you to stay at your residence. We're going to have a West Valley City officer come pick you up.
So she had to have gone to an OBGYN while she was pregnant, right? She had to have gotten the test that was positive. How do you make it all the way?
One would think.
How do you make it all the way to? She said it was born. It was a stillborn, right? So that
Yes.
means she gave birth to it.
Yes.
There was no follow up. Like, hey, your due date is this day. You still haven't I'm confused.
Garrett,
I'm confused with what
Garrett,
happened here.
Garrett. Do we have a lot to learn with this story?
All right, keep going then. Keep
right.
going then, because I'm confused. I think there's like a laws to having kids and shit. But-
Yeah, there is.
okay.
All right. But, so before we continue further, let's learn a little bit more about Darren West and Megan Huntsman. So Megan Huntsman, she was born February 26, 1975 in Pleasant Grove, Utah, and was the oldest child to Blaine and Joyce Huntsman. They were a middle-class family that were heavily involved with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Aren't you a member?
I'm not going to go there. You already
You
know.
don't
All
know?
right, keep going.
Okay.
This is all making sense now.
Okay. The people that were around her growing up said that she was shy, incredibly private.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Just to that is Mormon, right?
Sure.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
don't
right.
know.
Yeah, they're Mormons.
Casey?
I
Yeah.
think that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the Mormon church.
All right.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to that's why I'm saying it. All making sense here. But
Okay.
keep going.
All right. So the people around her growing up said that she was shy, incredibly private, and lacking confidence. Megan met Darren West in high school. Darren was a few years older than her. He was a fairly quiet guy, but he was also, sort of a bad boy,
Bad boy.
Yeah, so they like those bad boys. Now, Darren skipped a lot of classes, and he did a lot of partying, drinking, doing some, bad boy shit, but nothing too wild at first, Now, I always have to say, there's always something about these prim and proper, Christian schoolgirls that
Oh yeah.
once they get to high school, it opens up a whole, new world to them. We had a couple of Christian middle schools in my town, and, we had no Christian high schools. So now once the girls and the kids, they graduated middle school from the Christian schools, they had to go to the public high school.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, them Christian kids, they can get fucking wild.
So anybody
Like
who's from around this area
wild.
knows.
Yeah.
It was the same thing with St. Patrick's in Norwich.
Yeah.
It was the same thing. All the girls once they got to NFA,
Shoo. Well, it was
they were at the parties.
Game over. All right. So anyway, Megan and Darren, they begin dating. Now, in 1993, Darren was in college when Megan graduated from high school. And the moment she turned 18, Darren proposed to her.
Wow.
And of course, she said yes. Now, come on, who wouldn't want, a hard partying, school skipping, beer drinking, drug doing, 20-year-old
Bad
fucking
boy.
husband? Yeah, fucking. Oh, that's gonna be my baby daddy, right? So it wasn't long after this that Megan found herself pregnant, and in true Megan Huntsman form, with her intense privacy and the way that she kept everything to herself. She told no one at all about her pregnancy, not even Darren.
Wow.
Now, there's also something we need to know about Megan, and she is one of the rare people that carries their pregnancy very well, meaning that she does not show, all right? Now, you have to be really fucking intimate with someone to even know that she's pregnant.
That's interesting. Was she heavier set?
No, she just, I don't know, what do you call that? She had them birthing hips?
Birthing hips. She was
I don't know.
hippie?
I don't know. She just held her pregnancies very well. Now, Megan was pretty near full term before anyone knew, including Darren. It wasn't until she was about to give birth, like actually give birth, that she finally decided to tell Darren that she was pregnant. And she ended up giving birth at home on her own.
What the fuck?
Yep. Now, at the time, Darren's parents, they owned the home on 536 East 200 North in Pleasant Grove, Utah. And they basically offered up the home to Darren and Megan to live in as they were starting a new family. After they moved into their new home, Megan found work as a house cleaner and babysitter, and Darren found work in construction. It wasn't very long before Megan found herself pregnant again. And true to form, she did the very same thing as the first pregnancy. She didn't tell anyone.
I mean, you need...
Didn't say a
there's
word.
Prenatal vitamins you have to take. There's a like...
She didn't say anything.
I don't know.
Kept it a secret. She gave birth at home again by herself. And it wasn't until after this baby was born that she told Darren, hey, guess what?
You got another
We
kid?
got another fucking kid.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't believe her.
Wow. Well, there.
I'd be like, where did you get that baby
yeah,
from?
where did you get that baby? Hey. So now they have two daughters, with the oldest one being about a year old at this point. Now, for a while, things are going pretty well. You know, both Megan and Darren, they're working, they're supporting their young family. Now, it wasn't until the kids turned about 2 and 3 that things started to turn a little south. Darren never really stopped being a bit of the bad boy, and even though they were raising 2 young daughters, he was working and still partying hard. He was getting heavier and heavier into drugs, and this soon rubbed off on Megan. I mean, Megan, up to that point, you know, she had partied as well, but, you know, she was a little bit more recreational,
Yep.
you know, dabbling a little weed here and there, nothing major, you know. But now, Megan's going right for the meth.
That's all it takes.
Just took that jumped right into the meth.
That's all it takes one time.
Yep, and it wasn't long at all before it developed into a full-blown addiction. And at this point, both Darren and Megan were heavily addicted and became frequent users. It was said that they were spending hundreds of dollars a day on meth, which is substantial considering that this is like the late 90s, early 2000s.
I know, and most meth heads are buying like $10 vials, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't have cash like that.
Right. Yeah, they're going through a shit ton of fucking meth. So as the drug addiction progressed, both Darren and Megan got to the point of losing both their jobs, and with no way to support their growing and expensive drug habit. There we go. What do you think they did? Darren began to manufacture his own meth.
Start getting all the lab ready.
Right. You know, this way they could have a constant supply for both he and Megan, as well as steady income of from other meth users. You know, at this point, it was common for Megan and Darren to go on huge drug binges and neglect the children. They would leave the house with the kids fucking at home, you know, whatever, just wander off and go do their fucking meth. And they also started to become quite aggressive and verbally abusive towards each other. This verbal abuse and aggression played out continually in front of the children, but there's never been any proof that the violence was directed towards the children besides the neglect. That's not really saying much, but, you know.
Oh, yeah.
When you have
There
parents
definitely
that's
was.
fucking meth
That's neglect is still child abuse.
Oh, 100%. Megan started to develop some pretty severe mental health issues like severe anxiety, depression, and as a side effect of anyone using meth, she also developed psychosis, paranoia, and obsessive compulsive behavior. Now, before the drug use, Megan looked like a regular, attractive, young 20-something-year-old with vitality and life, you know, but she pretty quickly started to decline physically as well due to how heavy they were using.
I was going to say, if you're doing that hundreds of dollars of meth a day,
Yeah.
that's the one drug that amazes me at how fast your physical, it just drains. Open sores, your eyes sink in.
Yep.
It happens so fast, too. You ever seen, like, when they take the mug shots of meth heads over
Right.
the years?
Yeah,
And it's like
yeah.
their first meth arrest and then, like, their 19th.
Right.
It's like night and day.
Yeah.
It looks like the Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, fucking Walking Dead shit. So she started to lose weight. She lost some of her teeth. Her hair started falling out. She also developed premature wrinkling in her face, like we just talked about. Now, it's speculated but not proven that Darren may have gotten physical with Megan, as she was regularly seen with black eyes and bruising. But I guess that can be another side effect of...
Most meth heads have black eyes and bruises.
Yeah, so who knows? Now, in 1996, Megan became pregnant again. And just like the other 2 pregnancies, she keeps it completely to herself. Now, with this 3rd pregnancy and her being addicted to meth and the other complications of her life, she continues to use meth throughout this pregnancy. Okay. Megan carried this baby to full term, and no one was the wiser. She and Darren had friends over on this night, and Megan excused herself from the group, saying she wasn't feeling well and needed to go lay down. She went upstairs into the bathroom and had the baby in the bathtub. But this time, something was a little bit different, Garrett. More on that in a second. We're going to fast forward here. We're going to go back to April 12th, 2014. And now Megan is at the Pleasant View Police Station being questioned by the detectives in regards to the baby in the box.
Well, you know why we're here, what we're here to talk about. Just start at the beginning and tell me what happened.
Well, we were doing drugs a lot. That's what he was in prison for. I got pregnant right before he left, and I really didn't know because I thought it was just stress and stuff.
And you went to prison in 2006?
Yeah.
How far along were you when you were in?
A couple months.
Where did you have the baby?
In the house. In the house.
In the house that you and Darren went in? Describe to me what happened.
Well, I was having a lot of pain that day. I didn't go to work. My kids were at school, and I went in the bathroom and just sat there and then just pushed really hard and came out of blue and wasn't crying. And I was by myself and I didn't know what to do and I couldn't get it to cry or anything.
Then what happened?
I got scared and I wrapped it up. Not being smart and calling you guys. I was in shock. It was stupid of me to do it.
What do you mean when you say you wrapped it up?
You remember? It was towels and girls everywhere. I put it in the box.
Okay, so you're on the toilet, you have the baby. You said you tried to get it to breathe. What did you do?
Well, I tried just to clean his mouth out and stuff, and
Okay.
I couldn't feel a heartbeat or anything.
Okay. So you clean the baby's mouth out, try to get it to breathe, and then what?
I passed out for a little bit. I think I lost a lot of blood. And then I just remember my kids got home from school and I just told them I wasn't feeling well. And then I cleaned myself up and I went and got a box.
And then, as far as you know, unless someone else moved it, the baby's been in the box in the garage since that first year that Darren went to prison. Were you worried somebody else would find it when you guys were cleaning the garage?
Yeah.
And so what would you do to make sure that didn't happen?
I just kind of slide it and like sweep around, and then set stuff on it and, so they knew that part was already clean and stuff.
What would you have done differently looking back?
Called the cops and told them that I had a baby and that I couldn't get to breathe and have the paramedics and stuff come.
No, wait.
Let's hear it.
So after she had her first 2 children.
Yes.
And she went to the doctor like, oh yeah, by the way, I need birth certificates and social security numbers for these kids.
Yep.
Nobody was like, hey, you can't do it like that. Nobody tried to tell her.
I'm sure they did. She just, I don't know. I don't know if it was because, originally she was like, we said she's extremely private. She's very to herself, I guess.
But,
so she was just like, well, if nobody knows I'm pregnant, then why should I say that I'm pregnant?
I think,
you know what I mean?
As the detective, my first reaction would have been like, no, this lady killed her baby and then she's trying to hide it or whatever.
Okay.
But knowing the first 2 were born like that, she's basically a midwife. She's like, I was cleaning out its mouth. I was doing everything. She was an expert at this point.
So now,
I truly believe her at this point that it was a stillborn.
Okay. Yes. Now with this, everything seems well and good. It's like, all right, she's being honest. She's being forthcoming. Accepting responsibility, she admits the baby's stillborn. And she just panicked.
Yeah,
understandable. I get it. Okay, it happens. But let's not forget this one little detail. This is in regards to the baby born in 2006, right?
Yeah.
Shortly after Darren went to prison. So what about this baby she had in the bathtub we were just talking about in 1996? Now, during the interview with Megan, there's a knock at the door. and the detective is asked to step out of the room. When he returns, he drops a bombshell.
We have investigators in the house right now. They found a second baby.
What the
Will you
fuck?
just tell me about that?
Hey, there's more. Hey, I'm sorry. I have hit every one of them.
There's others? How many?
I'm not even sure. I was on so many drugs and stuff during it all. I can't even remember.
So, how many do you think will we find in the garage?
4.
4.
They found 4 babies in.
Okay, she's admitting to 4. All right.
That's amazing.
Yep. So now they found a second baby in a box. And Megan just admitted that there will be 4 babies found in this garage. Okay. No more surprises. There's 4 in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. She maintains that all of the babies were either miscarriages or stillborn. But things just aren't adding up, Garrett.
No, there's something strange here.
Sure, you panicked when your one baby was stillborn, and instead of calling the paramedics or the police, you placed the baby in a box. Okay. But 2, 3, 4?
You moved into the house in 2001.
No. We moved in that house in 96.
And so the first baby that was born in the house would have been in 1996, shortly after you moved in.
Yeah.
Okay. The last one was right after you went to prison. Did you put all 4 in the garage?
Yeah.
Did you keep them in the same place in the garage? What did you?
It was covered.
Okay. And so all 4 boxes are in the same place? Okay. Well, I just want to be able to relay to the detectives what they're going to find. And so all 4
Yes.
children are in the cabinet in the garage.
Yes.
So yeah, the baby's been in the garage the whole time.
I never moved them or anything. But yeah, they've been in the garage the whole time.
So we're talking 8 years ago.
Yes.
I mean, you told me earlier that you put the boxes with the babies in them in the cabinet.
Yeah.
Did you ever take them out of that cabinet?
No.
I imagine in the last 9 years, stuff's been in and out of the carpet.
I think so, because I was just there a month or so ago getting my bed and stuff out of there, and I seen it sitting there.
You described you had the one in the tub, that you filled the tub and had.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
Was that baby alive when it was born?
For a short time.
What happened?
Well, you'd think if I had a baby in the house, I'd just cry, so
Mm-hmm. Well, you say you think it was for a short time. What was it moving? Did it start to breathe?
No, it wasn't free. I could see a little heartbeat and then it stopped.
Okay. For about how long?
Not very long.
Did you kill the baby after before? What we need is the truth.
Is there one of them?
Which one?
Can't remember. No, I was just so scared. I was so on drugs so bad I choked him.
How did you choke it?
Yeah.
Do you think all 4 of these babies were alive when they were born?
I'm pretty sure one of them wasn't.
And did you choke the others?
Yes, I did.
Dude, over a 9-year period, this woman was just popping out kids.
That nobody knew about.
That no one knew about, popping them out, and then she was drowning and choking and strangling them. Like, this story is wild.
Yep. So now Megan, she's admitted to murdering 3 of her babies while still, she's adamant that the 4th one was stillborn. Okay. Now, in regard to the baby born in 1996, after she gave birth to the baby in the bathtub, she said she put her thumbs on the baby's throat and pressed until the baby stopped breathing. At that point, she wrapped the baby in towels and then put the baby in a garbage bag, rolled it up, wrapped it in more electrical tape, and placed it in a box and covered that with electrical tape. Right? She then took the box downstairs into her garage and put the box amongst the other boxes that were labeled Christmas stuff. She then went back to the bathroom, cleaned it up, and went to bed. Like nothing ever fucking happened.
My whole thing is like, it sounds so mentally unstable to, she's like keeping them too as keepsakes. Like that's something a crazy person would do.
Yes.
It's not, I don't think it's just the murdering aspect.
It's the
little postpartum,
the
little
trophies,
meth,
the
like
trophies, the souvenirs kind of thing.
there's definitely some postpartum stuff going on there too. It's just strange.
Yeah, or either that, or
And she never tried to get rid of them either.
right. Yeah. Like sat in the garage all those years. Yeah. Yep. So life carried on for Megan, while Darren was none the wiser about the dead baby in the garage. The parties continued, the drug binges continued, and it isn't too long before, you guessed it, Megan finds herself pregnant once again. She again doesn't tell anyone and carries the baby to full term, repeating the exact same thing she did when she killed the first baby. Now, having the baby in secret, disposing the baby's body in the box and placing it in the garage, now you're seeing like a pattern. So over the next 10 years, between the ages of 21 and 31, Megan repeated the same heinous crime over and over and over, repeatedly getting pregnant and giving birth on her own in secret, murdering the babies, wrapping them up, putting them in boxes, taping them shut, and putting them in the garage. All right. Now, what's even more wild is that during this time of baby killing, Megan and Darren did have a third healthy child that escaped Megan's death grip in 2000. And the only reason she survived was because Darren picked up on Megan's pregnancy in the 9th month. She had no choice but to keep the child, because now Darren was like, oh, yeah, okay, I see you having another baby. Great. So now they have three healthy daughters. So now Megan...
Which is crazy that in the middle of a meth-fueled raid, a 10-year meth binge, she was able to have a healthy child.
Right. So now fast forward back to the interrogation. Megan is now being questioned regarding the 4 dead babies in the garage. And just like any good infomercial, Garrett, playing at 3 a.m., wait, there's more.
Megan, I'm really happy with how far you've come, but I'm concerned that you haven't told me everything. How many do you think there possibly could be?
Honestly, I don't know how many. 4 I can think of, but I don't.
Okay. They are up to 5.
They found 5 so far.
And so now that there's 5, are you still only certain that one of them was dead when it was born? And so the other 4 were alive?
There could be more. Like I said, I can't remember a damn thing.
How many do you think there would be?
I'd say 8 or 9.
So there could be 8 or 9?
Yeah, it could be. But I know there's no more than that.
It's like a baby
and
factory.
I know there's none in the house. I mean, you'd smell them if they were in the house.
Right. Did the smell from the garage ever come in the house? So it'd just be out in the garage.
People said it was some smell, like in the heat of the summer. We had cats and stuff, and I think it was always just blamed on them.
And you're saying Darren never knew?
No, when I told you, only me. I've kept this to myself for 18 years.
So I'm the only person that you've ever told?
Yes.
Wild. Wild, wild, wild. All right, so now she says there's could be 8 or 9 bodies of the babies in her garage. She has no idea. She doesn't know how many times she's gotten pregnant, how many babies there are. No more than 9, though. Guaranteed, no more than 9.
I'm just trying to think of the logistics on this.
Yeah.
Like, it's like so she would give birth, get pregnant right after.
Yep.
Carry a baby full term.
Yeah.
Kill it, put it in the garage, get pregnant again. Like,
Every
it's
year.
just, it's wild.
Yeah, like once a year at least. Yep. So the police are searching the garage, and after extensive search of the home and of Megan's current address, authorities were able to find 7 babies in boxes, all of them in the garage. Now, Megan admitted to killing 6 of the babies, but said that one of the babies was definitely stillborn at full term. She's adamant about that.
Which is possible.
Okay. In one instance, she told the detective that she remembers that she had strangled one of the babies with her hair tie. Megan said that she was haunted by demons and her addictions, and she believed that she couldn't be a good mother to her children. She claimed, in some small way, I wanted to help them avoid the terrible life I would have given them. I deprived my little babies of an opportunity at life. Megan was then subsequently charged with 6 counts of murder. She was held on $6 million bail, $1 million per each murdered baby. The state would not seek the death penalty because she had killed the babies between 1996 and 2006, which was just before the law in the state of Utah that had changed the murder of a victim younger than 14 to a capital offense. They changed that in 2007, so they missed that by a year. The judge that presided over her case was the same judge who had actually signed the search warrant on the date of the initial 911 call. He had said that he hoped and prayed that he was not going to be assigned this one case because it would have been too much to fucking deal with, you know. Who wants to fucking...
Yeah, that's...
You know, fucking
It's an
dead
insane
babies.
story.
She told the investigators that she would hold the baby for no longer than a minute or two, and then she would use her thumbs to press forward to block the airway and essentially strangling the baby. She took a plea deal rather than going to trial and pled guilty to 6 counts of first-degree felony murder. As part of the plea deal, the prosecutors did agree to recommend that the 5 years to life in prison sentence run concurrent, which means they all run at the same time. Okay. The judge said, fuck you, and sentenced her to life for each murder, with 3 of the sentences running consecutively, one after the other, and the other charges running concurrent.
So she what? Got 600 years in jail?
Yeah, it's something
ridiculous.
fucking weird. But her first parole hearing won't be until April of 2064, when she will be 89 years old. So she's pretty much spending the rest of her fucking life in prison. Good. Fuck her. In court, her 3 daughters read statements in support of their mother, all saying that she had always been the best mother. Yeah, despite the meth use and then the neglect and the abandonment. Other than that, she was great. Yeah, mother of the year. In addition to her healthy 3 alive daughters, Megan gave birth to 5 girls and 2 boys.
Damn, that's a lot of kids.
6 of the 7 were alive anywhere from a few seconds after birth up to 2 minutes before being killed by their mother. DNA tests taken of all the babies proved that Darren was the father of each of them, which is good. You know, she didn't wander off to any other methods. Darren and his daughters had given names for each of the babies and gave them a proper burial, which is good. You know, gave them an official, you know, name.
You know, it's funny when you first start hearing the story, you think Darren is going to be up to something no good.
Yeah.
It turned out to be
he's the fucking saint in all
baby.
this.
Yeah, the baby spawning twisted mother on meth.
Dude, he's got some fucking strong seed, though. Man.
The fact that she could just hide baby after baby, too, is impressive.
Yeah. All right, so that'll do it for What's in the Box by Criminal AF.
I didn't think it was going to be 6 dead babies.
Yeah. Thank you again to Chris Owen for researching this story for us. Let us know what you all thought of this episode. Comment on Good Pods, Spotify, or leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Thank you all for hanging out with us. Head on over to criminalasfuck.com to ask us anything you'd like via our mail call tab, or if you'd like us to give our shitty advice on a situation that is plaguing you at the moment. This took me 4 takes, by the way. Hit us up on Dear Douchebags tab. Signing off from Studio Chloroform.
The new Studio
The
Chloroform.
new and improved Studio Chloroform with our new producer. Keep your head on a
Casey,
swivel.
more.
Keep your head on a swivel and stay safe till next time.
Now
give me our theme music. See ya. Executive producers for this episode are Christine Rivera, Beth Davis, Dusty J. Hicks, and Terry Burke-Wolin. Associate producers are Paul Hodge, Tara Mazer, Chantel Daggett, Jay from Fright Flick FMK, Sharice Webb, Corey Cribbs, Donnie Blake, and Jared Rhodes. Producers are J.D., Trent Gobble, Devin Dean, Ashley O'Connor, Lissa Perello, Alicia Knight, Maria Saline, Chris Owen, Not That Chad, Emily White, Ian Turner, Emily Dickendasher, Debbie from True Crime University, Jeanette LeBlanc, and Renee Prada. Intro and outro music by David Mercurio. Be sure to follow Criminal AF on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, and YouTube. Check out all of our merch and many other items at debauchdesigns.com.